Hands up to the master brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this here Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up all yourself for tuning to another vibrations. All of Mystelics family. I appreciate you guys. You didn't have to, but you chose to be a part of these here vibrations. And of course, this is where I give my thoughts on a number of things pretty much pertaining to that of the Caribbean people, Dominica more specifically. And of course, linking back to the international community right there, brothers and sisters. Big up all yourself for tuning to another vibes. And of course, the newcomers of the day. I appreciate you guys as well to see what's up in this here reaction vibrations. Of course, if you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe and you'll become a part of the Mystelics family right there. And with that stay right there, brothers and sisters, don't forget to do what? Click the like button, brothers. Click it, man. Yes, brothers and sisters. Of course, the interactions helps to push these videos further and further there. You guys have been doing a wonderful job when it comes on to interaction. These are just my thoughts, brothers and sisters. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below as well. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day right here. Of course, we have none other than Dr. Thompson Fountain, a doctor in economics, and of course he is giving us some interesting words. Of course, this is actually, I think, on March 20th or 19th when he made that statement right there, brothers and sisters. Check out what he had to say right here.
Today in the High Court of Dominica, in the case Bernie Ryan versus the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica as it relates to the CBI, its proceeds as it relates to the contractual arrangements with MMC, as it relates to...
Guys, I'm hearing some background noise on it, so let me fix that right there. Let me do some fixing. Is it rendering? Hold on, we gotta stop this thing from shifting. I just gotta rectify the audio, brothers and sisters. Of course, we are there. Let's get it right.
Today in the High Court of Dominica, in the case Bernie Ryan versus the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica as it relates to the CBI, its proceeds as it relates to the contractual arrangements with MMC, as it relates to the proceeds of the CBI, where they are kept. There was a ruling in the court this morning when the case was first filed a few months ago.
Guys, all you hearing that? All you hearing that?
After it was filed by our senior lawyer from Trinidad, Ramlogan, the government of Dominica, through their lawyers, two senior lawyers from Antonio Astefan as well, from Trinidad, they moved that the High Court throw out the case.
Oh, you mad? So the Dominican people trying to find out what is going on with the monies that is raised as a result of selling their birthright. And the government has decided, you know what? We don't want the people of Dominica to know what is going on with the CBI. And as a result, we are going to try our best. Brothers and sisters, they maybe, no, they did it, brothers and sisters, trying to prevent the Dominican people from knowing what is happening with the money that is raised from their birthright. SKERRIT them that chose to do that. And doesn't SKERRIT come about saying we are a government of transparency? Doesn't he say these things? Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, brothers and sisters. Let me know if I tell it lies in this place. SKERRIT has been indicating to us that he's a government of transparency and accountability. It's nice to always say these things, brothers and sisters, but when objective reality is ruling against these things, you know that somebody's lying. And usually the person that is lying is the one that is telling you complete opposite of what objective reality is telling you. They tried their best to stop the Dominican people. Let me bring that back here, brothers and sisters. Maybe I didn't hear properly.
But there was a ruling in the court this morning when the case was first filed a few months ago, after it was filed by our senior lawyer from Trinidad, Ramlogan, the government of Dominica, through their lawyers, two senior lawyers from Antonio Astefan as well, from Trinidad, they moved that the High Court throw out the case on the grounds that the judge had no jurisdiction to hear.
So SKERRIT, the people them trying to find out what is going on with their monies. Monies that's also called last Papa God. We have all sorts of problems in Dominica. We're trying to find out where our money is and where it is going. You willfully went to whoever lawyer that you could get to try to throw out the case. Talking about it doesn't have jurisdiction. Really? Really? SKERRIT? You doing that to the Dominican people? And the Dominican people trying to know where their money is going. Hey, last we need proper roads. Hey, last just the other day there we were talking about in Salisbury, how the people are talking about protest because they're not getting proper roads, and we call ourselves an agricultural nation. When you put it in budget, $15 million going to agriculture, and less than 30% of it is used. Am I in a real world here, brothers and sisters? Am I serious? Am I delusional? Am I crazy? Look at our hospitals. Look at the education system. Even drone Ilya don't know how to handle it. They actually try to solicit help from Grenada to help in the education department in Dominica. What has happened in education? Absolutely nothing, brothers and sisters. We have all these monies out there. We're seeing all sorts of strange buildings coming up, and when they ask SKERRIT who's building, he asking like, they don't ask me that question there, I don't know. All sorts of people start owning building and having some state somewhere. I even hear Mr. Speaker of the House have his own hotel. I don't know if it's true. But Mesami, really? You're trying to stop the people of Dominica from knowing where their birthright money is?
The case.
And Dominicans only just sit down taking that. Just taking that, boy.
Also on the fact that the Bernie Ryan, who is the claimant in that case, had no standing. They argued that because he's just an ordinary citizen, and the fact that this could have been a frivolous case, that it should not be heard. Well, wait
a while. So a citizen wants to know where the money is. A citizen whose birthright is being sold to countries where it has been told to us by all sorts of people from around the world that criminals have obtained Dominican birthright. It just had a few in 2025 that come up, criminals, brothers and sisters. And scare them, trying to block Dominicans from knowing what is happening or has happened with the CBI. Hey. And you say the man is just a normal citizen, so he doesn't have no jurisdiction to even know what is happening with his birthright.
Judge ruled this.
Are you good to it? Gus, are you really good to it?
This morning that on both counts they were wrong, that she did in fact have jurisdiction under Article 102 of the Constitution of Dominica. She was able to hear the case as a competent judge in the jurisdiction. And secondly, that Bernie Ryan, due to the fact that he was not just an ordinary Dominican, he's a member of the United Workers' Party, the president of its association in St. Joseph, and that he had the concerns over the many years. He had heard the concerns of his constituents about the CBI program.
You tried to rule out the man talking about he's a normal citizen. that really? Bruh.
As such, the case will go forward.
Amen.
And it will now be heard on May 20th, 2025.
We need to know. We need to know, sir. It's another thing that I have to point out, brothers and sisters, on the issue of the European Union. Remember when the European Union came down? And before they came to Dominica, and they stated that they want to protect themselves from money laundering and all those kind of strange things, or even criminals or dangerous people coming into their territory as a result of the visa-free access that Dominica has granted for the passport holders of Dominica. True, you remember? One of the stipulations that they had, brothers and sisters, is that all the monies raised under the CBI program should go where? To the home country. To the home country. Brothers and sisters, SKERRIT is doing all your things in that place, boy. And all you want to people want to pretend. The people the other day were protesting about what was happening on the electoral reform system. That self, I myself, there's a video I'm supposed to do today, boy. But I myself, I don't know how, boy. Because I still waiting for one more information for me to go. Or I might just go and run with it and just give my thoughts, whichever, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? If you want me to drop it tomorrow, I'll drop it tomorrow, brothers and sisters. But it's interesting what is going on right there. So all these things are happening in Dominica. And everybody want to pretend as if nothing is going on. Well, thank God, at least some people. It doesn't take majority, but it takes a few. Kudos to the United Workers' Party.
And the substantive argument
Thompson Fountain them
can be made. So we are hopeful that some of the issues that we're asking for will be aired in court, including the contractual arrangements that were made with MMC.
Yes, we want to also know, SKERRIT in the building that you live in there. In the building that you live in there, renting for Dominican people from, on behalf of Dominican people collecting $64,000 a month. We also want to know, SKERRIT, were you given that building as a gift, that of which you then decide to rent to the Dominican people for $64,000? Were you given that gift from MMC or MMCE, whatever the name is? Were you given that building for free? We want to know everything. And only individuals involved in the understanding of corruption and these kind of things across the world that trace back to Dominica. We also want to get the information in that regard. Remember when SKERRIT said this amount of passports was sold, and it was apparently 25% that SKERRIT was talking about. Remember? You don't remember, no? Okay. About 25% was announced to the Dominican people when it comes down to the amount of passports sold. 75% was unknown to the Dominican people. Brothers and sisters, how often do we have to see these kind of things happening to us? How often?
And more importantly, where are the proceeds of the CBI program?
That's what we want to know.
A big thank you to all of you, Dominica, for your contributions. We've had several fundraisers, radio funds to raise funds to the pay of the lawyers. It was a very good first start today, and we're very happy to know that we got this ruling this morning in the High Court.
So it will continue, brothers and sisters. SKERRIT, you're not going to try your best. No, try your best still. I think, the forces that are out there have decided you have gone too long, sir. Too long. Your days, and I feel it, brothers and sisters, your days are definitely numbered. Trump is in office now. Gaza, problem for all you right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, on the matter of Mr. Hector Spark John, we want him free, We want him free. No ifs or buts about it. It's very interesting to understand what was taking place. Actually did the reaction, or not the reaction, actually was at the Salisbury meeting, and they were talking about the situation involving Sparks. It seems like they're trying to figure out. I remember when they took me to the headquarters, brothers and sisters. You remember that day? If you don't remember, the drone situation. By the way, those who trying to figure out if I get back my drone or not, I get back my drone. Okay? We won that case already. There's another one, and that, just keep it locked, brothers and sisters. But I remember when they took me, when we went inside, and we realized these people are doing nonsense, because we went for a drone, and they're doing nonsense and so forth. And when I speak to the lawyer, he tell me, okay, well, let's walk outside and see what's up, what's going on. Well, walking outside, they tell us we were arrested for some reason or the other. What were we arrested for? They don't know. Asking the partner, what were we arrested for? You know what he told me? Suspicion of suspicion. There's no such a thing. No such a thing at all. None. But they arrested us for suspicion of suspicion. Interesting times, ain't it? I also found out yesterday that they used the same thing on somebody else. One of the individuals that was on the stage speaking, that's what I found out. They arrested him for suspicion of suspicion. Hey, guys, I only think only going to escape, but not that easy from, not me. I have time. I know you, one of the government tactics is to kill time. Kill time. Oh, don't worry. We have time. And even if I'm not there, somebody will come and represent in my stead. And if that person not there, somebody else will represent. Okay, I only play, only bright. All you know, just come behind him. All you know who all you does come behind. If I cool the country, gas. Not the country, no, sorry. If I cool the CBI monies, no problem. No problem. It coming back to the Dominican people anyways. But of course, we want Sparks John to be freed right there. And of course, if you look on BrBpTV, you'll definitely get the full regard. It talk about what happened on Friday, all the situation involved when the police came and the boss was in front, and all sorts of things that's happening. And they say they're chasing Hector and all this kind of things there. I think Hector also stated that on his program, that they were chasing him. I thought it was a mistake that was there, but literally chasing him, you know, in Salisbury. Anyways, yeah, and what took place, what transpired, all these things. There's 2 videos. If you want me, guys, remind me so I can post them in the description, not description, in the comment box below. Just in case if I forget, just remind me. I'll definitely post it right there. But I want to point out something that is very interesting right there, brothers and sisters. Weak men. Weak men become tools in the hands of politicians willing. They have no sort of principle or status or morale, brothers and sisters, but they are willing in the hands of politicians to trade their own dignity for crumbs of power. They have no real power themselves, but the ideology or the thought of thinking, because I'm associated to this person, that I have some sort of power. But brothers and sisters, we all know fake power will always die. It will always die. Doesn't matter how long it takes, it will always die. In my own lifetime, I've seen it. Especially in the African countries where leaders, and I'm seeing the same sentiment happening in Dominica. This is why I'm so passionate about this, and I'm consistently warning. I am consistently warning, brothers and sisters, the leaders out there to stop their dirty ways. But apparently they don't want to stop. But your time will come. The same thing I've seen happen with 3 leaders. It must happen. It must. There's another one I think of. I know where he's going in the jail now. I'm going to pick up. Is it that jail or he's going to lose his life, you know? Because the people are fed up with Mr. Just, all right. Anyways, brothers and sisters, weak men become tools in the hands of politicians willing to trade their dignity for crumbs of power, never realizing they are pawns in a very game that will disregard them when the play is done. Remember Lauren Barnes, brothers and sisters? We know, everybody knows that Lauren did not act on her own too. Everybody knows this. But they want to make it seem, okay, take the fall for us so it wouldn't reflect on us. Remember that, brothers and sisters? We all know she did not act on her own. You mean to tell me she has done it before, always doing the right thing, the same protocol, and all of a sudden she decides, well, I have my power, let me do my own thing. Let me do my own thing, brothers and sisters. And she just decides to go and sign people diplomacy. Really? You must be a fool to believe such foolishness. Brothers and sisters, let me read that again. Weak men become tools in the hands of politicians, trying to or willing to trade their dignity for crumbs of power, never realizing they are pawns in the very system that will totally disregard them when the play is done. What is your purpose after? You have no principal factor, so what will be your purpose when things come crashing down? You don't know? Free Sparks for us, please. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we have something that happened today. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting, brothers and sisters. And you know the culprit? Wow, we see the culprit. This is the culprit of what took place today, brothers and sisters. The big culprit is that thing you see in there. That ugly looking thing that people seem to love to eat. Brothers and sisters, have chicken, you know. But people love to eat that ugly looking thing. You know, it'll be running up and down the road like a tebe, you know. It's seen vehicle coming, you know, but it don't care. It just don't care, you know. Yes, brothers and sisters. This is the reason why the North lost power. Now, sometimes in life we get to learn lessons from even the animals themselves. But let me get to you the situation that has happened. Of course, DOMLEC, Dominica Electricity Service, of course, wishes to apologize to customers in the following communities for sudden interruption in their service. Oh, wow. Of course, these places are Bondo, Dan, Belmanier, Peebush, more blah, blah, brothers and sisters. So you're seeing there, Hampstead, Southern Pie, north of Dominica, brothers and sisters. The northern part of Dominica. I don't think, I don't see what's his name again, Kalinago territory. I don't see Marigold. But you get the point, brothers and sisters. Most of the north of Dominica was under blackout because of this thing that you see. That's what DOMLEC tell us. If you think I line, it's on the line, brothers and sisters. Communities from Indian River to Picard, Georgetown, Longhouse, Glanville, Balvin, American Canadian School of aka Ross, Lizard, blah blah blah, brothers and sisters. This interruption was triggered by wildlife MANICOU, not a sukuya, you know, but a MANICOU, brothers and sisters. A MANICOU, brothers and sisters, which resulted in fault at our hydro plant. Crews are currently working diligently to resolve and restore power to all. Now, brothers and sisters, power was gone for about 4 hours. Okay, so I don't know what kind of system DOMLEC was trying to tell us there, but they told us this thing. This is what caused the interruption today. For 4 hours, brothers and sisters. For 4 hours. You know, early in the morning, this is what happened right there. So I say maybe, okay, let's say, you know, it probably touched wire somewhere and bow, blow something and whatnot. It took you guys 4 hours? 4? Couldn't be. I don't believe that at all. I personally think the MANICOUs them decide, hey, they see people in Roseau protesting. Yes. They saw people in Roseau protesting as a result of the protest. They say, well, if all you can do it too, let us show all you that we can do it too. And as a result, the MANICOUs them just started rioting. Yes, man. They started rioting and causing ruckus, man. Just tearing thing and biting thing. Some don't make it, some make it. And they just causing war on DOMLEC system, brothers and sisters. And as a result, when it was finally over, DOMLEC had to take about 4 hours to restore that thing. That is what makes more sense to me. Okay? I could be wrong, brothers and sisters. You can help me out. You cut a MANICOU and stop electricity from flowing from all these areas, brothers and sisters. Gas, boy, DOMLEC, boy, you good there? Or you really good, boy? Yes, Lord. Gas, you know, see all these places, even with their own load shedding that they does normally do, which apparently I think that is what the case there, and they want to blame it on the MANICOU. You know, all those places, brothers and sisters, lose electricity, all. Now sometimes I know there are different parts and places where they can turn off. Let's say they turn off Glanville, but they live on Picard, or they turn off Bourne and they leave Portsmouth. And you know, certain things, there are different areas they can shut off and leave on and so forth and so forth. Correct me if I'm wrong. You mean to tell me a MANICOU, boy, or you really good in that place, boy? Or you're really good in that place there. But hey, brothers and sisters, that's what they claim. I cannot say no. I just give my thoughts on it. I personally think his load shedding, they decide to do and just stop. You know, like when they have load shedding in other places, all of a sudden other places just lose electricity. And you think, oh, maybe it's a mistake they make, they turn it up. Brothers and sisters, the same places that had the interruption of electricity that was not scheduled for load shedding, they were shut off for hours at a time. So many times nobody call early and tell you, hey, that place shut off. What's going on? When, boy, almost whole day this place is shut off. Or at least half the day, this place is shut off. That was not scheduled for interruption. And DOMLEC come in and tell us, it's a MANICOU. Boy, all you good in that place. Hey, anyway, brothers and sisters, let's move along right there. Even when people MO News have self-killers, you have to put killers. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. MO was trying to do a little ironing and she couldn't use electricity. So this is what she did.
So DOMLEC decides to take the current Paybush. I run down Picard, checking Picard has currents. Upon arrival to Portsmouth, they take the light in Picard. So back to the old time days. Yes.
It's looking like it's working with.
Back to the old time days.
Working with? Yes, man. Oh, she have the other one on the fire too. The other one on the fire. Maybe she had to iron the children clothes. It had another one in the fire there. Talk to me nicely. So let me see if I can get a better shot of it. Yes, man, another one on fire there. Is this now? Okay. We are zooming features, you know, we can see. I can see clearly, yes, it on fire. So the other one on fire, brothers and sisters. Who needs an iron when DOMLEC is around? Who needs an iron, you know?
They take the light and pick up.
You know, sometimes when the devil tell you yes, tell the devil no. For example, that person I was talking about, Prim. When the devil tell you yes, tell them no. Especially them. When them come for you, tell them no. I see your message, you know. Anyways, let's continue right now.
So back to the old time days. Yes.
Working boy, working.
Back to the old time days.
Respect. Respect. You have to do what you have to do, brothers and sisters. Despite the odds. Let that be a reminder for Dominicans out there. Despite the odds of the wicked people out there, brothers and sisters, in this case, DOMLEC. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way. When you protest and you feel like the people are coming after you, where there's a will, brothers and sisters, there is a way. I remember this lady speaking to me, say, Mystelics, Dominica needs to return to God. And I agree 100%. Where there's a will, there is indeed a way, brothers and sisters. Indeed a way, no doubt about it. And as brothers and sisters, I also saw this very thing right there. Talking about the will and the way. Brothers and sisters, don't let the devil use nobody for you, okay? I saw this thing that was apparently sent to me in a group, brothers and sisters. And of course it reads, without mentioning names, what did your ex do to make you think? Yeah, I had enough. This is over. What did your ex do? Not the person that you with, you know, brothers and sisters. They say your ex. This person is telling us right there. She stated to us, brothers and sisters. One day my ex brought home a Labour Party calendar with SKERRIT big head as a January. Yeah, he had to go. Because not in my house, Satan, not there. My radio cannot be on Q95 and you're changing it to carry carry FM. You gotta go, I say. This person, you gotta go. Amen, sister. Don't let the devil come and sup you and rob you from your joy. I understand people saying different things and whatnot, but how can you be supporting SKERRIT? No, I'm not trying to break up houses, you know, brothers and sisters. People have their thing, whatever. But how can you be logical? Some people are ignorant. So those are ignorant, okay, fine. You have to excuse the ignoramus. But brothers and sisters, how you can logically know you're supporting SKERRIT? And you're trying to make it in your life, brothers and sisters. And you know yourself, that person that you love, say no, they support in SKERRIT, and you trying your best to see how Dominica can go forward. That not, you know that is the Satan. Yes, that is Satan, brothers and sisters. You cannot. I understand for friendship, you are friendship, you do okay, friends, whatever, that's fine. But you cannot say you're in a relationship with somebody. And the person saying that they follow SKERRIT and they for SKERRIT what, and they know what SKERRIT doing Dominica and they still for him. But and you say you're in a relationship with that person. Gassa tell the devil no, your life will forever be miserable. And those who are listening out there, if that is your situation, you know what to, don't say it's me, but you know what to do, Lord Jesus. You know exactly what to do. Moving along right there, brothers and sisters. It's very interesting when you look at the vision, brothers and sisters, actually 2014. The vision of Roseau Enhancement Project. This is the Roseau Enhancement Project. 11 years ago, 2014. What is it? Yeah, 2025 now, brothers and sisters. 11 years, 2014 was 11 years ago. What? Messy, madam. We in 2025, brothers and sisters. 2024 would give it 10 years in 2025. You don't 10 years, brothers and sisters. You know October yet. October 2022. This year would give it 11 years. But this is the vision that SKERRIT say he had almost 11 years ago. And you mean to tell me somebody said they're supporting that boy, or the boy is something else, the boy, or your hell is something else. in that place. You know the vision Dominica have right now of Roseau? Let me bring it to you. Let me let I say tell all you.
We have a problem right now in the city. Business places don't have nowhere to PP. That is a problem. That's a real problem.
A real problem.
You going somewhere, you're doing all your business, you're doing all your groceries, you're asking them to use the toilet, no toilet. Amal Kaka take your meter also problem.
Troll a lot on the road.
That's a low sort countryside this and a Roseau.
Before she continue, troll a lot sell, brother and sister. You know the neurovirus thing was passing around. You know that neuro thing was passing around. You know her? And what else give you where you puking or you troll a lot in? Can you imagine that thing hole? You guys sign Roseau. That's Sigo big blister.
Toilet oui. Macheve plastic and sac. Macheve bouteille. Quoi foutre qui want dans bouteille quoi pisser because the place.
It's a good thing I speak in tongues. Use the plastic, man.
Plastic show you have to drink plenty water. If you have diabetes, you may be peeping 3-4 times.
You know where they going? You remember Trendsetter song DPP? Gasa, I witnessed that for myself. I witnessed that. I tell you, Gasa. That was one of the most frightening things I saw during the carnival time. There was this lady wanted to take a pee. She big already. She big. This lady just pull on her thing and you saying, boy. The lady just like, boy. Gasa, and I pass it, it's like she in a bathroom, she don't know. Nobody else have said plenty people around, you know, God. Plenty people around. So apparently, when SKERRIT wishing for the Roseau City to be like this, brothers and sisters, the enhancement, you know, the enhancements, man. Instead, we are the people.
In an hour, Elas Papa won't say, not 3-4 times in an hour, but you know what I mean. Ow, garçon. You ever come Roseau and a Malka can take you? They need to do something about that, man. Put more toilet in the place. And then let the things that can call DPP. All out lemon PP.
It's interesting, brothers and sisters. Now, people used to go and use the botanical gardens. You try using the botanical garden now. Try it. You know, try it. Just go there and try the quarantine, the own bathroom. They quarantine the bathroom. They quarantine it. It's interesting if tourists have to come in, brothers and sisters. No, I don't know if they open it or not, but you can tell me if I'm wrong, brothers and sisters. But if tourists have to come around, I remember tourists wanted to use the bathroom at one point in time, but the bathrooms them was not thing to the point where people have to go inside and take photo. I do a reaction and that's why I know, you know, yes. They have to go and take photo of the conditions of the bathrooms in botanical gardens. My goodness gracious. So the question here is, where do you pee? Huh? In KFC, you probably have to go and buy a KFC, go and buy a corn or a biscuit or something so you can get the receipt to go and use it. Or if the security know you. If he's a Mystelics family, leave that there. You know, that's a struggle right there, brothers and sisters. And then you have people, you have sections in Roseau that, brothers and sisters, if you breathe too hard, you fainting, you know. The stench of the people, urea, the scent of urea, so strong and deadly. They can make bomb, but forgive me, YouTube. They can make a war. They can package that and send that to God, make war. If you're breathing too hard, it might burst your nose vessels. But you think it's joke? Okay. Think all this time about you laughing. I'm not making joke now. I wish it's joke I was making. Anyway, talking about no making joke, brothers and sisters. In Roseau, this is what we found. This is what we saw, brothers and sisters. So we see a bus, we see a jeep. All right. We see somebody coming, probably looking to, you probably checking something, you know, something. No, you know, checking something. Now, brothers and sisters, you know what you do? You can burst the person tire. The person tire burst. You choke it. His thing stay. He go back for it, and he pull it out. Now, I've heard people say that Mr. is maybe mad. There is nobody that is mad enough to do that, brothers and sisters. If you're mad, that means he knew exactly what he was doing for him not to leave the evidence there. You choke the tire. You things hard in the country. You choke the tire, you know you leave your thing there, you go back for it to ensure no evidence is there, and then you go about your business. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, even as I watch in this camera, sometimes I wonder if people, what is the point of cameras if you cannot look the person's face in the camera, you can't see it? You cannot even see it properly, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to brighten it up. I'm not seeing anything at all. You cannot see the person's face clearly. We need to have HD cameras, man. Some of us just have cameras for camera's sake. Look the Tebe. You know what he doing? He not mad. If it's my vehicle, you get one drop kick in your chest, eh? Because a hospital, you must go and rob. What? Vicks and eucalyptus oil will make ding dong. Ay, ay, ay. They go rub your back with coconut. That's mad, you mad, not true? Okay. Anyways, brothers and sisters, no violence, please. No violence. But really, you can't be doing this thing there. People working hard, you burst in the tire. Next thing, the person have to go and pay money, especially if they don't have the tire. That means the person have to buy a new tire. And if they don't have the tire now, the person have to get 2 new tires because both of them will be uneven. Huh? Why are you doing that for? Why? Why? You mad? Or you would have get one Buddha palm, eh? I know the great book says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord, but I think I have to give. Let me leave that. Let me leave that. Lord, forgive my heart. Yo, now man, by his wickedness, that's plain wickedness. That's plain wickedness, man. They need to find the perpetrator and send him Grandy to beat him, man, or something. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I just say what I want. What are your thoughts, Ben? What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters, on this here reaction vibration? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Of course, if you want more vibrations, if you like my commentary, my reactions, let me know that in the comment box below. Interact with me, and of course, click the like button. I would appreciate that right there. Subscribe, obviously, for more vibrations, and they do tend to come through right there. Obviously, guys, I have more reactions coming through for the rest of the week. Definitely tune in yet again, and of course, don't forget to check out BrBpTV so you can get that vibrations of what took place in the Salisbury vibes. Of course, I highlighted the stuff. The full thing is on MO, but I kind of cramped it down so that you can get the full gist. Especially those who try to figure what's going on, Mystelics. What's this? What's going on? Well, you're always asking me questions. Well, BrBpTV has it. Okay, BrBpTV on YouTube, Be Real, Be Positive Television. Check it out on the first 2 videos, on the last 2 videos actually that have been posted. You can definitely get to find out what are the charges that have been put on them. Who have been there have been more arrested people in Salisbury. Apparently they took people on Wednesday. I didn't even know that. But anyways, there have been more people arrested, brothers and sisters, and of course the situation involving Hector and what happened, what transpired on that Friday as a result of him going to the police station, and then what transpired after that as well. So the full thing is pretty much there in 2 parts. So definitely check that out on BrBpTV. Anyways, brothers and sisters, about Mystelics on this here Mystelics reaction, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me, with your boy one time. Big up all yourself right there, and of course with that city right there. Salute the king always. Be real. Be positive, brothers and sisters.